Hello guys, today we will see how we will create a sticky header and sticky footer. Right now when I'm scrolling down, the header scrolls up and we are unable to see the header, and same goes with the footer. When I'm scrolling up, the footer scrolls down and we are unable to see the footer. Okay, so we can solve this problem by using CSS position sticky property. So basically, the first thing that we need to tell CSS that it has to be ready to disable the scrolling action. So we say that by mentioning the element name and position sticky. So by writing this line, we are telling CSS that it has to be ready to disable the scrolling action for this element. And the second thing that we need to mention is at which distance, at which point we have to disable the scrolling action for this element. So if I'm saying top 0 pixels, so it means whenever the elements position reaches 0 pixels from the top, then we are going to disable the scrolling action. So right now there's a little gap from the top of the screen and to the element. I don't know, probably it's around 5 to 6 pixels. So whenever I scroll down, the distance between this at the top of the screen and the element decreases, and when it reaches 0, we are saying that the scrolling action must be disabled. So let's save this code and refresh the web page, and I'm scrolling down. As you can see, whenever it reached 0 pixels from the top, the scrolling action is disabled for this particular item. And we will do the same for footer. We are just going to say in the code footer and position sticky and bottom 0 pixels. So what we did, we first told CSS that it has to be ready to disable the scrolling action for this footer element, and then we said it has to disable the scrolling action when the distance from the bottom reaches 0 pixels. Alright, let me save this one and say refresh. Okay, so whenever I'm scrolling up, the distance reduced to 0 and the scrolling action will be disabled. So I'm scrolling up. As you can see, the scrolling action is disabled. So that's all for this video, folks.